Away we go. Good morning, everyone. It's Monday morning, I think. Yeah.
Good morning.
March 13th.
Morning.
What up?
Vicky's driving her bus.
Get her turn that wheel like a pro.
I know, huh?
I just did an illegal U-turn. Okay.
Uh-oh.
Oh, that explains why you're turning it so far.
It's not illegal only if you get caught.
That's right.
That's what Mike always used to say.
Yeah.
Hope everybody's doing great today. I'm doing good.
I'm doing good
Since
too.
about 4:30-ish.
When I texted everybody and woke them up,
Yeah, I was awake actually. I don't know why, but for some reason I woke up.
I was awake watching Mark and Mindy.
Morgan Mandy.
Look at Dusty all chipper and shit.
I know, it's scary.
I've been up for 3 hours and 15 minutes. I already got all my shipping done. It was in my picture taking area. It's already on the front porch.
Woohoo!
I think I sold something since then, but I mean, it was all done. That's awesome.
Yeah.
I already had a shower, moisturized. I don't moisturize, but whatever. Had a shower, fixed me.
Did you put lotion on?
I put the lotion on my skin. I already had breakfast burrito with spinach, an egg, and tomato, and sriracha. What else I do? That's it.
That's enough. That makes me tired.
I've already sat up with Sally for about 2 hours this morning and pondered the meaning of life.
Wow.
We came up with a whole list of questions.
You did?
Yeah.
Well, good.
No. All right. So I probably have sleep apnea. Undiagnosed sleep apnea. And hello.
Tell those bastards to go back to bed.
Valerie speaking. So
Hola.
if I lay on my back, I'll like or whatever, and Tristan will like reach over and touch my chest, be like, "Babe, roll over." So she did that at like 4:45, and I'm like, I heard my phone make a noise, like offer noise. So I'm like, "Ooh, I gotta check that out. Don't want to miss out on that." So then I start putting my socks on. She's like, "What are you doing?" I'm like, "I'm getting ready for my day." She's like, "It's 4:45." I'm like, "Well, all right." Trying to start getting up earlier. Not really that early, but
That's a little early for just people in general, you know, I mean.
But imagine if you could
not
do
night
that.
People.
It's like, okay, so I post that in my Facebook group, and the first one to respond is Sally. I'm like, ooh, Sally's up. I'll send Sally a hangout link. We'll hang out and do replay stuff or whatever. So we hung out for like 2 hours. But no, it's like you said this morning. There's a certain, I don't know, it's peaceful that time in the morning. You know?
Yeah.
And I used to do that for several years. I'd get up at like 4:30, 4:45, and I just have my little quiet time, sit on our back patio. I smoked back then. So I'd sit back there and smoke like, I don't know, pack and a half of cigarettes and drink 2 or 3 cups of coffee and listen to the sun come up and the birds start to chirp. And then even here at this house, I used to do it some, but I just got the bad habit of staying up late and sleeping late.
Yeah, there's a certain calmness at that time in the morning.
Uh-huh.
And so if
Yeah,
I'm
it's like
not,
you got that 2 hour window before everybody starts getting up and getting going, and
so you don't hear cars on the road or anything like that.
yep.
Hell, our
That's true.
stoplight doesn't turn from yellow blinking to red, green, and yellow until 7. All of our stoplights in town. They
Wow.
don't turn on until 7.
Are you serious?
Yep.
That's kind of
They
late. Kids go to school or whatever.
they go off at 11 at night. They
Huh.
go to orange blinking, and then they turn back on at 7.
Wow.
That's cray.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, sorry. My dog is pulling on my arm.
Let me drive, Mama.
I've got him on the passenger side, but I won't let him go too far because there's somebody's lawn here, and I don't want him to go in their yard. And he was sitting there whining like he had to go potty, so I was letting him out, but he's just walking around like an idiot. So now he's stuck on his leash. Waiting for my daughter to come out. I told her, I said, it snowed last night. I said, I don't want to leave too late, because otherwise you're going to be late to work, because I ain't going to feed in the snow.
Yeah.
But she's taking her sweet old time coming out, so whatever. She wants to be, I just got to teach you. Well.
Is she gonna ride in the car while we're all in here? Then you should be like, who are you talking to? And be like, I'm talking to my steering wheel.
No, everybody knows that they make fun of me because I go on a hangout. They're like, you hang out with people online? Such a dork. And I'm like, what? They're like, what if you get some real friends? I'm like, they are my real friends. They're real people. You think I'm talking to computers or what? God. I said, don't you find so much cooler online? That song, you know?
Sherry the Cheerful Nest has a question.
What is it?
She said it's on Alabama Pickers on the group.
Oh, is that the one about the PayPal credit?
She has a PayPal question that she's hoping someone can answer regarding PayPal credit. She said, I have a line of credit set up on PayPal and sitting there unused. I'm trying to figure out how to have my PayPal purchases charges to automatically come from my line of credit as my backup funding source. I put in the PayPal card as my funding source, but that doesn't seem to be working. Does this make any sense? It's early.
I think credit is only for buying, isn't it?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, so you would have to change it on your sources for eBay.
And I think you have to click on. I've never used PayPal credit, but after I saw that on the Alabama Pickers channel this morning, I was looking at PayPal credit, and it looked like, oh my God, really? Sorry,
what is that?
He was scratching and then making the retractable leaf. It was making the leaf go back and forth, click, click, click. Anyway, sorry. Anyways, I was looking at PayPal credit this morning, and I thought you had to, it looked like it says you click on PayPal credit when you purchase something, and then it uses it. But
yeah, I always had to pick it. I mean, I have that same thing you're talking about, Sherry. I always had to pick it manually. I'm in PayPal right now trying to find if there's any, let's see, all tools. You're saying, so when you buy something,
it should prompt you, though. It should prompt you to say, do you want to use your PayPal balance, your credit card, your bank, or PayPal credit? It should give you those options.
I don't know if there's any way. I think she's trying to say, she said she can't use it.
She needs to do postage, and she had to use the bank.
I don't think there's any way. I think, yeah, I see what she's saying. I've only used it just to buy stuff. I've never used it for like for buying postage or anything like that.
Yeah.
Well, that's what I was wondering. Does the PayPal credit go through the debit card?
No,
Or-
PayPal credit's totally
Yeah,
separate
it's
for
two
its
different-
line of credit.
I think it's two different
It's
entities.
buying on eBay, can't you?
Your
That's the way
debit card, your debit card is tied to your balance. PayPal
Yeah.
line of credit is a totally separate line of credit.
this thing. Yeah.
And like if you go to buy something online, it says we accept PayPal. I was buying something yesterday. I can't remember what it was. And I clicked pay with PayPal and it said, how do you want to pay? Do you want to pay with your balance, your PayPal credit, or I think the third option was like your backup funding. Good Lord, look at all these late birds getting in here. Y'all late this morning. See, now the one time up early, I get to rub it in.
Hey, Dusty, I'm sitting here looking at your picture of packages, and doesn't one look like it's kind of open on the end? One of the envelopes? Or is it just the way the picture looks?
It's the way that top stupid flap.
Yeah,
But thanks for catching. I'll probably go put a piece of tape on it.
yeah, I would.
You trying to see my address?
Yeah, that's what I'm doing.
Those are all dummy packages. I just put together empty boxes and things.
Good job.
Good
I'll do
job.
that. I'll do that tomorrow. That way I can feel better about myself. Shoot, I had one big one go out today in the large mailing box, and then my bin was full. I had like 4 or 5 other ones, little
Good.
ones that went around it. So I was like, heck yeah, my bin's full today. That's how it needs to be every weekend.
I don't have 50, but I do have 49 to go out.
Woohoo!
That is awesome, Tara. You go, girl.
Saturday was crazy good, and then Sunday it slowed down for me a little bit.
Sunday sucked.
Yeah, I did about half of what I did on Saturday, but Saturday, for whatever reason, it was like the floodgates opened up. It was weird.
Wow. Sell anything interesting?
I sold this rock cutter or grinder. It's I don't know how to say this word. It's like lapinary or whatever. It's when you like cut polished rocks and stuff like that.
Right.
Like those saws and polishers, I would say like 2 or 3 times a year, and they actually do pretty good on eBay. So I found one of those like 3 weeks ago. I knocked that off on Saturday, and then it was just, I think, just a lot of regular stuff. Like, oh wow, there's something real super sexy. Just a lot of stuff.
Yeah.
I went and picked up my colorant dispensers the other day,
How'd
and
that go?
I found out that they still have some paint in them and some solvent in them. So these were just used, like just taken out of service. I thought they'd taken out of service, like, you know, for a few years. You know, no. My nephew's got paint all on his beard and everything. You know, he's got one of those little beards right there and goatees. And, yeah, he's got red paint all down the side of his face, in his beard, all over his jacket, Carhartt jacket. Like, oh crap. So I'm gonna have to wait till it warms up to clean them up, and then get them. I might try to just throw them up on Craigslist, because then if I can sell them locally, that kind of thing won't matter. But
Yeah.
yeah, so they're not going to be as quick a flip as I thought they were going to be. But when they are, you know, they're going to make good money. But like I said, you know, I got to clean them up.
Are they like the shaking machines or the mixing machines? Like at
They're
the
the-
hardware?
Yeah, they're the tinters, not the shakers. They have like a bunch of different canisters, and they spin, and they'll put the tint in the paint to make them different colors. Yeah. I mean, like,
Uh-huh.
even the canisters will go for like $50 a piece, you know, so. And then one of the machines,
Yeah.
it shows the cabinet sold for like $150 without all those little canisters and everything. It's just the cabinet itself. So, you know, I've got like $10 in all of them. So
Yeah.
I got them for like $2 a piece.
Cool.
Yeah.
What is it? I have a dog that decided my chair was really nice and warm because I have a space heater down here. So I get out of the shower and come back. She's just laying in the chair. Never comes in here, hardly. Unless there's somebody in here. So, Tara, we figured you'd be up early this morning. I told Sally you'd be up early milking the horses.
Milk the horses for cereal milk.
So this is what we pondered. So this is where the conversation went at 5 a.m. I'm like, well, why do we drink milk from cows, but we don't drink it from horses or cats? Or, you know, why is it okay to drink cow milk? Some people drink goat milk, but like, why don't we drink horse milk?
They do in Mongolia. It's thinner milk than cow milk. I do that. It's like a thinner milk than cow milk. You know, cow milk tastes good because it has more cream to it, where horse milk's like thinner. I don't know how to describe it. It's not as thick. It's not as white. It's kind of yellowy something.
So it's nasty. That's why we don't drink it.
I'm not drinking it. And I don't. Well, I think part of it is probably because cows are bred to have milk production, where you couldn't really breed a horse to make it have higher milk production. You know, you don't have a big enough udder.
Yeah, like their diet is different, right?
Yeah, yeah. They do stand up. We will do that where they breed these pregnant mares, poor mares that got to stand in stanchions with urine collection bags on them for that estrogen collection for women that need to take like estrogen pills or whatever. It's that PMI where they collect that urine on those mares. That comes from horses.
I need one of those bags.
You want the urine collection bags?
Nikki, you better slow down there, speed racer.
I'm on the bridge going to Duluth.
It's a pretty drive.
Yeah, it's pretty up there, by the way.
Look at that. Look at that, Nikki. Speed limit 55.
Silver Hair Stacker says, "Good morning, administrators of awesome articles."
It gives us the funniest names.
Oh, everybody.
Careful, that bridge looks icy.
Oh, we got here.
Apparently she didn't care. She's going like 90.
Yeah, it does look pretty icy.
Don't hit the brake. Don't slide.
See the big hill ahead of us? That's the big hill in Duluth.
That makes me nervous.
I'm like stomping my fake brake over here.
Oh.
There's the ships over there.
Yeah, make sure you fill up crap while you're driving on an icy road going 70.
It's not icy, it's just wet.
Oh.
I'm a northern driver. I can handle it.
You're the professional.
So what was the other
I was
thing?
a truck driver.
What was the other thing we discussed this morning? California. Why do people from California, why is it your heavy stuff only sells to people from California?
I know.
And then Sally and I decided the state of California should be part of global shipping program. where we just have to ship everything to Kentucky and then they pay extra to have it forwarded to them. And go ahead and throw Washington State in there too.
Yeah, put them all on there.
Oh,
Oregon,
California.
Washington, and California.
You know what? I ship a lot of things to Alabama, Texas, and New York.
So do I.
Ship a lot of stuff to Alabama, though.
Huh. I ship a
don't
lot of
sh-
stuff to California, Texas, Florida, and then I would say like New York and stuff.
Yeah.
Actually,
Yeah,
don't
I'd.
get- No, go ahead.
Sorry.
No, go. No, you go. No, you. No, I didn't say it's you.
Everybody wants to talk, and nobody wants to talk. What the heck?
Now you don't remember what you're going to say. I don't ship as much.
It's quiet out there.
I do more to Texas and New York than I do California, considering what the population of California probably is. But it never fails. It's like, wasn't going to go to FedEx today. Wasn't really wanting to get out of the house. And then I have that one person in California that buys that one heavy item that needs to go FedEx. Now I got to get out.
Is it
Maybe
like a big difference in shipping cost?
Yeah, because it's like a 14 pound drum pedal with stand. Cymbal stand with pedal. Yeah, I don't think Priority could even touch it. Priority probably $30 or something ridiculous.
Yeah. Yeah, it seems like a lot of my stuff is Florida. I sell to Florida and then California and then New York. That's my 3 most popular states, I think.
Mr. Sadie needs to get better. He's sick. Sounds like the flu.
Oh. Well, I
That's
hope you
not
feel
good.
better.
Yeah.
Oh, I thought she was going to run that, hit that car. You make me a
Mhm.
nervous wreck. I can't watch this.
No, what's happening? Like, I'm gonna have a breakdown.
I like looking, but the driving does scare me a little bit. But I've had anxiety like for driving.
I can't ride.
I've had,
I can't ride with other people.
I can't. It's hard for me. It is hard for me to ride with other people, and I have to really trust them to be able to ride with them.
Well, how are we going to go on our road trip?
I'll be driving.
No, you won't.
Then I'm really gonna have to trust you. I mean, you drove me before.
Yeah.
It's hard for me.
Is my camera making you sick?
No, actually, I mean, you're fine.
No, it's your driving.
It's my drive. I have thousands of miles under my belt, and I've never been in an accident that was my fault. Yeah, knock on
Find
wood.
something wood to knock on, Nikki.
Yeah, I knocked on his head. Central Hillside.
Go, run it.
I just, I trust a lot of the people that I ride with, but I don't trust other people.
Right.
And that's what I have a hard time with.
My mother-in-law was like that about riding with people.
Now it's just sideways.
It's kind of a
Oh my God! Now that
This
makes
is not good. It feels like I'm sliding down the road.
Whoa!
Take the camera off.
So hopefully everybody had some good sales this weekend. It seemed like it was pretty good for a lot of people. Which is good.
Yeah.
It was a slower weekend.
Yeah.
I did like 9 since Friday, which isn't horrible for me, but I want it to start getting better.
Yeah. How's everybody's challenge thing coming along?
You know, it's not very motivating. I mean, I try to think of, different things, and I'm like, oh yeah, that would work. And then I think about it and I'm like, no, that's stupid. But it's kind of supposed to be stupid. Kind of.
Yeah.
I have mine late, but I haven't done it yet. I haven't listed it.
Yeah.
I don't have one. I listed a bottle of cat milk. Horse milk.
Gross.
It's real sticky, I can tell you that.
Are you sure it was milk?
It was milk. I used to have baby horses born, so you gotta make sure they nurse when they're born.
Get it?
Sounds gross.
What'd you sell?
Just to offer.
Oh.
Offer on a man's shirt.
That's good. Good morning, Sharon.
Oh, hello.
Is that Mrs. Doubtfire?
Yes. Oh, hello. It's a drive-by fruiting. Baby. Mr. Sadie, that number doesn't come up for anything. You lied. You sure that number's right?
Good job, Valerie.
I looked in completed and I looked in actives. And I got nothing.
I'm gonna go find that.
Shut up, you Virginia.
Gee.
I don't know what he's talking about.
Oh, Mrs. Doubtfire.
Oh, does she say that on there? Or he say that on there?
I don't know.
I don't know either.
I don't remember that part.
You left the one off, Mr. Sadie. Off your item number, you ding dong. I got it now. I should definitely look. Oh, wow, that's cool.
Like we are going to drive into the lake. You go all.
What's on your
What's that?
windshield?
You all right, Eric?
Yeah, I'm just tired. Time change is not good for me.
Yeah, I hear you there.
Oh, crap. We were supposed to change our clocks.
No wonder he's up right now.
Dang it. Larry, why didn't you remind me? Where's Larry this morning? I was messing with him on his one of his posts yesterday. I'm like, well, what time is it? Mr. Sadie, I got to ask you where you found that bronze at, how much you pay for it. Pretty awesome.
Ruthie D says, "Big storm heading my way today. I got to start shipping so I can make it to the post office before the big stuff comes."
Yeah, isn't it? Where is it that's supposed to get like? I think it's DC that's supposed to get like 10 inches or something.
No, it's northeast. New York, Boston.
I thought
That
Ruth
area.
was in Canada. That's right. Yeah, she is.
Yeah,
I
she's
don't-
Ontario. Ontario.
I know that we've been getting snow since about 3, and it hasn't stopped yet.
It's so funny that we got snow there's no snow at my house, but we got, as soon as you drove about 8 miles towards Superior, there's like, it got worse and worse. And there's probably at least 3-4 inches fell in Superior. But in Duluth, there's just a dusting. Downtown Duluth. But then if you go out by my dad's house in the western part of Duluth, they got about
All right. Smack.
body snowstorm.
Yeah, that's weird.
Yeah.
It's not supposed to stop snowing until about 10 o'clock tonight, so I
And the
don't
thing
know.
is, it came from the Dakotas, so the snow would have hit Duluth before it hit Superior. But
Right.
apparently it passed over Duluth and hit Superior. It's weird how that happened.
Yeah.
But some of it has to do with the snow or with the lake and everything, you know. But
Right.
Well, if you get snowed in, Nikki, you can always milk your horses.
and I had a boy goat, and
We'll try to milk him.
when I first got him, my niece was like, "Can I milk your goat?" I'm like, "If you want to milk, you go right ahead, but I ain't drinking any of that milk."
Oh my God.
I said, "That's a boy. You're not gonna milk a boy goat, ding dong." Be awfully salty.
It's for a happy goat.
Yeah, happy goat. I'm sure I enjoy it, but I ain't drinking any of it.
Yeah. Blackberry Thistle Tea had to move, so she's all sore. That's hard stuff. Yeah, it's been a really weird winter here. I mean, I don't know about everybody else, but just on, off, on, off. And I'm like, didn't it do this last year? Everybody tells me no, but I feel like it did.
Yeah, it's been really weird here too lately. I mean, we should have, snowbanks almost as tall as the buildings by now, but
Yeah, that's us too.
it's been,
Yeah, before we started getting snow last night, we didn't have any on the ground.
I saw
yeah, weird.
We ain't got nothing. That's what we got.
I think that's the last piece of bubble art we got that going for you.
With our luck, it'll probably wait May to snow.
AccuWeather hourly forecast. 48 degrees, cloudy with afternoon rain. It's 37 right now, though. High of 47.
And I think it's only like maybe 16 or so right now.
Yeah, it was
17.
27 here this morning.
Oh, tomorrow has a snowflake on it. What does that mean? A flurry in the morning.
Woohoo!
Shut down the schools.
And that's why everybody's so sick this year, because of the stupid weather changes. I mean, we go from 60 degrees down to 20 below the next day,
Mm-hmm. Yeah, just enough
Supposed to
change to
rain.
make you sick.
Supposed to
That's
rain.
why I'm
Yeah.
moving south.
Supposed to rain from about 3 to 8. So it looks like I need to get everything done, and then get back in. Hey, we got 2 thumbs down. Who did that?
Well, that's just wrong.
I don't know. Let's beat their ass. Who did that? Reveal yourselves.
I'm sure they're not going to tell us.
Probably because I said you talked about whole horse milk.
Didn't do the thumbs down if it was legitimate. Tell you why.
Yeah.
Oh.
Today's holiday.
No.
The Holly Festival.
Holiday?
Oh, it's India. It's an Indian festival.
Did I freaking look Indian, dude?
Who knows?
Dots or feathers?
And change
Feather.
Feathers. Okay. Gotta be specific.
sales this weekend.
2?
Yeah.
Nikki.
That's terrible. But honestly, what was last week? I listed like 5 things.
Yeah. Oh, girl. You better get on the
We
listing
need
horse.
another challenge, I think. I think we need a challenge.
I'm kind of
Yeah, we
taking
do.
Well, how many items did Sally list last week, and multiply that by 100, and that'll be our challenge.
Shut the hell up, Eric.
Nobody.
Actually, hang on a second.
Oh, here we go.
It's a kid in Vietnam benefit. Was that a U.S. Army?
It wasn't.
Yeah.
It was from the 38 years. It was
Service
a
removal?
frame. N frames, J frames.
All right. Yeah.
40.
So our challenge next week is 400, right?
Holy crap.
I got a challenge.
Sally, what have you done?
That's Sally. If you have a challenge and you want to push yourself, you got to do it like an impossible number.
I thought of a challenge.
What's that, Dusty?
You have to do. Yeah, see, it works every time. Hell yeah, $40 for a postcard. So
Woohoo! Get it.
you have to do a minimum. Well, it's one of those real photo postcards. So you have to do a minimum of 10 items per day. Oh, this is cool. The person that bought it is actually from this small village in New York, and their message said, "I'd like it to come back home where it belongs. This is my
Nice.
top price because I don't have much money to spend." Well, I'll take your
Wow.
40. So minimum 10 items per day, but total minimum of 100 for the week. So you can do, you can piddly along and do your whatever 10, and then maybe one day do like 40 or 30 or whatever. Or if you did 15 a day, you'd hit it. So
can you do 100 in one day?
No, this is not an and or. This is an all of the above.
Yeah.
Well, I guess we could do it that way. Because that way, if somebody was like, Mr. Sadie was sick and they only had one day where they felt good. I don't know. Somebody tweak that one and make it into something.
Or like
So
Jason.
you wanted to do 100 all week?
Basically, yeah.
Oh, forget it. Nobody's even going to understand this one. You have to do a minimum of 10 items per day. Minimum of 10 items per day with also a minimum of 100 for the entire week.
Here's a one that's really easy to check, and we can even test everybody. Go in. How many items do you have in your store right now? When we come back and check on Monday next week, you must have that number plus 100. So if you have a really great selling week, you got to keep pumping those numbers out. Get be 100 over what you had for this week. If you sell 100 items, that means you have to list 200 items this week.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So is this 50 for part-time?
Yes, Sally, you can do 50 for part-time workers.
Yeah, because I just don't know if I could do 100. I mean, I could try,
Sell
but
50 items this week. That means you got to do 100.
Player, she likes to fight rules.
What?
Player, she likes to find loopholes.
I swear
Oh.
I said something else.
I think I heard buttholes. That's all I was just trying to say. But
poop holes? Is that what you thought she said?
Poopholes.
I know what you said. I'm just wondering if Dusty that's what
I
you
swear it totally sounded like something else. And I was like, no, it's thanks. And I stopped. I was like, dude, what?
No, I'm picking up.
Gosh.
You are.
Stay away from the poodles, Nikki.
No.
Jennifer said she's going to work out for at least 20 minutes a day, too.
Next sale's gonna put you.
I kind of like that one, Eric, though, because that's
it's easy to measure. You don't have to keep track of anything. You just need to know what your number is right now.
Okay.
And you could even we could even announce. I have 483 items listed in my store.
I have 508.
So
Wait. Is that what it is? The stupid help button is in my way.
And I'm scared to say.
Yes, 508.
oh. So y'all giving me a headache this early in the morning.
All right.
Oh, stop it.
You'll be all right.
Mhm.
A sourcing challenge.
Yeah.
The goodie powder.
What else?
Mr. Steve says he needs a sourcing challenge because he's starting to get down to the bottom of the barrel.
I don't need a sourcing challenge.
I don't either.
I'm good.
All right, Mr. State, you drive down here. You can pick two my.
Yeah, you can come over here. I got a I got a garage and a back room full of stuff. You can buy anything you want off me. I'll make you a deal on it.
All right, so we need a post. We need a post in her group so we can all go put how many we have.
Okay.
Bastards.
We're gonna get you to that anchor store in no time, Dusty.
We're gonna get 3,000. Proud of yourself.
No.
Silver Stacker says he needs an unsourcing challenge.
How about who can clean out the most square footage of unlisted crap in their room or office or whatever? Or garage.
Oh, I could do that. I could just move out to my garage. That'd be great.
That's what I'm saying. I could just take a freaking shovel and throw it to my garage.
All right, Jennifer. Jennifer said, "What's the challenge?" The challenge is take your number of active listings right now, and that number has to by this time next week, correct?
Yep.
By Monday morning next week, by the time the show starts. Okay, 8 a.m. Central Time. Let's be official over. That number has to have had increased by 100. So if you have 900 items in your store right now, that needs to say 1,000. So if you have a really, really good selling week and you sell 80 items, technically you're going to have to list 180.
There's a can on the fridge.
500? You can't. How do you have 500 exactly?
Yeah.
I have 508, so it's
Sherry said 515. I don't even want to talk about how many I have.
Considering what 4 months ago, 5 months ago, you were like, "Oh, I've got 700 items, and if I never increase that, I'll be fine."
what you got, Dusty?
Hold on, it's loading. 1,164.
That's not bad. I got 2,894.
Good God, scavenger life. You got to build another barn.
Well, I'll say I was about where you were in September, but then I went to that parts auction, so I really pounded those listings in, and there are a lot of multiple listings. So
Right.
that is an excuse.
And that's a lot of how my number went from 700 to whatever. It was a lot of, like, I just listed a bunch of Pandora beads. And that was really, really easy, like sell similar. And just change the Pandora number and the name and the title of the bead in the title. So it was a lot of sales. I mean, I knocked, what was it, Eric, the other day? I did like 40 bead listings, and I did them in like 2 hours, including taking.
Yeah, because I was doing slide listings, and I did about the same amount in a couple hours.
Right.
But the thing is if you're always listing more than you're selling, you know, if, like my big thing, I mean, like last, like, really done much on eBay because I'm just burnt out, but right now, sickness and just not being able to stay home and stuff. What's to do? How I got my so many listings. Not because I wasn't selling, it was because if I like said, "Oh, okay, I sold 5 items today, tomorrow," or so I have to list no less than 7 items today. But and every day I would be like that, you know. Okay, I sold 10 items today. I have to list no less than 12.
Right.
Eventually, you end up growing your store, your inventory up and up and up that way.
Well, it's common sense. If you list 100 items, you're probably going to sell 20 or 30 fairly quickly.
Mm-hmm.
You know, so if every day you sell 5 things and you list, 10, you're not going to sell those 10 tomorrow. I mean, unless you have like one of those weird super high items. You're building inventory for quick turns, and you're building inventory for long-term results as well.
Yeah. And it took me a lot of years to build that inventory that high, too.
I'd be willing
I
to say the average eBay store probably only has about 150 listings on it.
I sell on average 130 items a week, so that means I'm technically going to list 230 items this week.
It's really not bad. It's more along the like, I mean, you've got 203 items on this. With all those pamphlets, with all those booklets and pamphlets and manuals and stuff, you got plenty of stuff to list.
I know, and I've got, and I need to, and that was my goal. My thing this week, to try to get through this stuff. Because I'm looking at some of this stuff in this pile just needs to go bye-bye. Like it's not even worth listing. But it came in with box lots of stuff. Like I don't need to list this piece of crap. It's not even branded. Radio Shack Chronomatic. Okay, we might actually look that up. Radio Shack. That needs to just go to yard sale. Wow, actually it popped up. Radio Shack Chronomatic. Oh, damn. Don't tell me it's actually worth something. That'd be nice, though, too. 90. How the hell did somebody sell that model for $29 plus $10 shipping? Why would somebody pay that for this Radio Shack?
Because somebody had one they really liked, and
People stupid.
That's what I say all the time. I make money off of stupid people.
I mean, damn. I like how they put "read" in all caps in the title.
Look with those
But like my dad's generation, they loved Radio Shack. Radio Shack had a big following. So maybe it's those people buying that stuff.
I don't know. All right, well, cool. I'll list that. Hey, I got a question. I could ask Jim Bennett. Is anybody out there that's a guitar person? I know this is a pickup. It's a DiMarzio. But why would a guitar pickup have that chord thing? Like, how does that, where does that fit on your guitar? Like, how does that work? Anybody know? Are you a guitar person, Jim?
half-ass.
Like I have a bunch of pickups I need to list, but they're the pickups that actually go in, and then the strings run across them. Why is this? Why is this an external pickup, or what would you guys?
Down to an acoustic.
Huh?
Maybe it puts onto an acoustic.
Oh, look at you!
There I am.
Good thinking. DiMarzio acoustic pickup. I think we have a winner.
Winner.
Yep, sure is, and they actually still offer that same model from Musician's Friend for $90. Nice. It's a sound hole pickup. So that must fit in your stick.
Oh, there you go.
It got in your, because it's foamy right there, so I figured that fit on something that would probably go into your sound hole and then just kind of clip in there, I guess, across your string.
Stick it in.
That makes sense.
Look at that.
It's what?
You can stick it in your hole.
Oh, well, good morning to you too, Jim.
stick it in your sound hole and plug it in. Come on.
Cram it in your guitar hole.
Cram it in your guitar hole.
Sideways.
Sideways, and then plug it in. Did you milk the horses this morning, Jim?
No, he took our kid to school.
I just got a. Okay, so I won a waffle this weekend.
Oh no.
It's a waffler.
I'm a waffler. Of course, I spent pretty much when I sell what I won. I'll end up I pretty much will probably break even. And the guy just sent me the tracking number. I won. When did I win? I won 3
ounces of silver.
3 ounces of silver. They're Engelhard prospectors, and they'll actually sell for a little bit more than spot. They'll sell for about $25 a piece.
Yep.
See, aren't you happy I told you about that now?
No, because Eric and I spent all weekend gambling.
Yeah. I didn't win a damn thing. So.
You kept trying on that 10-ounce silver bar, though.
Yeah, I'm a little concerned about that because the first one that went out, somebody else won, and this guy comes in like, "Oh, cheater, cheater!" And he's like, "I'm just kidding. Congratulations." And the next one, that guy won the next one. So but these guys will they'll take a risk and they'll buy up. For 10-ounce bars worth about $280. It's been like $150 buying spots.
No.
Like you can't take too many hits like that and not really get even. But it's interesting at least.
Hey, Eric, they don't build a casino on the winner's money.
Oh, I know. I get that. Well, I said I don't mind throwing $5 or $6 or $7 up on trying to win something. If I don't win it, I don't worry about it. But to see these guys spend $150 on something that they don't win, and then do it 2 or 3 or 4 times, and it's a little pricey at that point.
Yeah.
Is that like those kind of deals, like those deal dash and stuff? Or yeah.
It's that thing I told you about. It's on Facebook. It's called Midwest Waffles and Auctions. And the reason I got onto it is there's a small auctioneer that I go to his auctions. He'll put stuff up on it. So I wanted to check it out. And then there's that other guy that's down in Madison. He was on American Pickers. He's on it too. And then I got sucked into it somehow. Or I joined check it out.
So basically what they do is it's a buy-sell group, which Facebook intended for buying and selling. So the way they kind of get around that is they'll put, like, this guy has 5 1-ounce silver things, which have a little bit more than just silver value because 3 of them are Engelhard prospectors and 2 of them are prospector bars. So those usually bring a little premium over spot. So he has 5 bars. And he puts it up, okay, you can buy it now for $160, or you can buy a spot, and then in his post, he puts number 1 through 20. And if you want, and the spots are $8.25 a piece on this particular one. So he's going to get his 160 plus another, he's going to get $165 by selling all those spots. And what you do is you just comment, like, I want spot number 3 and number 9, or number 2 and number 20, or whatever. And then you send them PayPal, friends and family, so they don't pay any fees that way. You send them payment via PayPal, friends and family, and once all the spots are filled up, they do a random drawing, which they actually video. And they do one of the admins does a random drawing and picks a number, like on this one with having 20 spots of 1 through 20, and they go, congratulations, the winner is number 9 or whatever. Which is totally gambling. But
hey, can I ask you a quick question? Do you pay for your spot after all the spots are full then?
Yeah.
I was paying as I went along.
Oh, okay.
But what I didn't realize is some of them will give out free spots. You don't know which one the free spot is. So if you say, I want number 2 and number 9, and after they all fill up, they go, hey, number 9's a free spot, then you're not going to owe for that one. You're only going to owe for number 2. So,
and somebody also has the option of buying it now at $160 for that.
Right.
So to pay him, then does he Facebook message you like with his information so you can pay him?
They usually put it in the post. They'll be like PPFNF, which means PayPal, friends and family, and then their address. They usually don't do that until after it fills all the way up.
Oh, okay.
The directions aren't real simple, aren't real easy to figure out, and it took a while of just kind of playing with it.
I saw somebody put a post up where they figured it out, and then they kind of explained it a little bit better.
Yeah, and once it fills up, They put the PayPal address in there. You pay them off. And if somebody doesn't pay, somebody who said, I'll take that spot, they don't pay within 24 hours, they boot them out of the group.
Yeah, I know they're real strict.
So yeah, you don't say you're going to do it and then not pay. So, and the nice thing is they give you 24 hours in case, you're in the middle of one and I'll take the spot, you go to bed, you wake up the next day and, I got to pay, not a big deal.
Yeah.
And then they typically do the drawings between 6 and 10 at night. And the admin will sit there, and it takes him a while, but he posts videos of all the drawings he did. And they do 2 random number generators. They do a random number generator to see how many times they're going to run the other random number generator to get it truly random. So it's actually quite interesting. And like I said, and there's,
either of you two looked at putting something up for a waffle or no?
I thought about it, but I can definitely see putting up coins, gold, silver.
Yeah, you need something unique there. Okay, well, this is my question real quick, because maybe you know. So do they charge a fee then? Does that group, do they take let's say 3% of what your thing is worth?
Charge a fee, but what they do is I think they expect you to tip the admin.
Oh, okay.
But I think that's how, because they'll every now and then they'll say tipping here, and then they'll list all the winners. And I'm pretty sure that you're basically got to pay the admin for running the system, which is fine. I mean, I really don't have a problem with something like that, just like tipping a deal.
No, you would expect him. I mean, he's the one sitting up at night doing these drawings.
Yeah.
But it's not a payment.
Yeah.
What am I not supposed to put in my sound hole?
Oh, stick it in your hole.
What?
Wherever you don't want to go, whatever anything that you don't think goes into your sound hole, you probably shouldn't put in there.
No, Silver Hair Stalker says, don't let Sally put in her sound hole. No amplification needed.
Ah.
Just kidding.
Car thing.
So do they ship those things? Do you have to pay shipping or what?
Nope.
They're free shipping.
Well,
I mean, unless they specify shipping, but I have yet to see anybody that doesn't just do free shipping. There's signs.
Yeah, I was gonna say that they have a Pegasus sign, one of the old gas station Pegasus signs, and it's like 8 feet long crating, and they're shipping it. So. It's interesting, and it's if you get lucky and get something. I mean, I'm in one right now for a 100-ounce silver bar. Cost me $21, and when it fills up, we'll see. If I win it, it's a $6,000 bar.
Oh, here's a cool piece. What is WAUSAU?
Wausau?
Is that near you in Wisconsin?
It's like 150 miles south of me.
They have up for waffle that's a police award with an attached baton, and then you also get the officer badge with it. Of course, you couldn't sell that probably, but probably still active. Not if it's still an active badge.
No, it's not gonna be an active badge. I'm almost
No,
guaranteed.
if it's still an active design, it's a no-no on eBay.
I'm gonna say it's probably a retired design. They haven't used that type of baton in a long time.
No, that's true.
Jim's no fun. He's anti-gambling. Well, let me do it.
Just do it. And when he looks at PayPal, and he's like, "What are all these little $6 payments?" Be like, "I don't know. Those were partial refunds."
I don't want to get beat.
Yeah.
This reminds me of that show Breaking Bad. I don't know if you ever saw it. It was on AMC. Where the guy goes on this criminal endeavor. That's what Waffles reminds me of.
Did you see the sweater I was trying to show you?
No.
No.
U.S. Open Olympic Club.
2012. This one's Cutter and Buck. And I found a Peter Millar sweater that's the same year for U.S. Open, and it's $34.99
Nice.
for $34.99.
Better Buck's a good brand.
Yeah.
But they do make a lot of the corporate clothing though.
Got one off.
It's almost the same kind of sweater. It's a Argyle style, so got some pretty colors.
How much? Yeah, I won't get that much from them. No. I'm gonna try to sell it to Eckerd. Well, I already put the deal together pretty much. I mean, I already put it together. So, all right. Well, I mean, I can put it on eBay if you want. All right. Still might sell the pair for $8.
You talking about that Pegasus sign?
Where is it?
Eric, were you talking about that Pegasus sign?
Yeah.
It says delivered to show, no shipping. Can be picked up in Richmond, Virginia.
Oh, I thought they were shipping it. I thought they were going to trade it.
Or Charlotte Auto Fair. But wait a minute, but price is set to cover safely crated shipping.
Yeah. That's what I thought.
Buy it now price delivered to show. No, that doesn't make any sense.
He thinks if he waffles it, he'll cover the shipping. But if you buy it now, it's probably cheaper than the waffle.
That's weird.
Well,
8 foot.
yeah. So kind of cat club.
This looks like a black cat. Oh,
It's some kind of shoe. It's a cool ball.
Wow. I bet Jim would love to create that one.
Yeah, 8 feet long sign. No, I think that he would tell me no. I'd keep it, but I think he'd bitch about that one.
I'm halfway through a deer head right now. I gotta go back out there and finish it. It's 10 degrees out.
You know, I was looking at the prices of those on eBay. I mean, they're worth. It's really worth it's 5,000, whatever. For $5,000, I would probably just use U-Ship and include that in it. You know, free delivery or $150 delivery, and then I just use U-Ship and have it hand wrapped and delivered.
Like I said, the guy's going to be, if he's going to crate it for you already, uncrate it, take your photos, and then recrate it back up. It's ready to go.
Or steal his photos and leave it in the crate.
Yep.
We did a gas pump to Tennessee and a gambling machine like out down to Missouri, and we just had them go through Freight Quote, get their own shipping charge, and then pay it direct, and then we just charge them like a pallet charge to wrap it to the pallet.
Yeah, because if they pay us, we got to pay the 10% or whatever to eBay for the shipping fee.
I do with all my big stuff. Do I make them pay their own freight?
Yeah.
Just send me the bill of lading, and then I pallet for them. And yeah, most of the time I charge them a pallet fee too.
Yeah.
Here, I found a seller that you guys might enjoy. Crystal clear signs. And it's a girl with big boobs and a tank top in every single picture.
Oh, there you go.
She's selling
Signs and stuff. You know. All pictures. No, it's on eBay.
What you want?
You'd like the Dr. Pepper sign, Jim.
You like the Dr. Pepper?
We got it up right now. Look at the Dr. Pepper sign.
That's some good signs.
Oh, can I go up before you start crystal clear?
People get nervous about sending out that big stuff and wonder how they're going to do it with freight. And it's like a lot of that stuff, like machinery and that, and people who are buying it normally have their own freight accounts anyway. For them, that sign just said, "Kiss me, I'm sober." That was weird. Anyways, digital sign on the highway. Anyways, people like that usually have their own freight accounts for them to just call. They're used to it. They just call up their freight company and say, "Here, I need you to pick this up at such and such a place." Freight out.
She must have spent money.
You guys hear me?
Yeah. Kind
okay.
of. Most people
Were you saying something?
have freight accounts.
All right, kids, I got to run take care of some stuff.
All
All
right.
right.
We appreciate you.
You be careful.
You be careful.
No, you be careful.
Y'all be careful.
Should we do some shout outs?
Sure, we can do some shout outs. Go for it, Tabby.
And if you're in here, you better put a comment so I can get you at the end. Sherry at Honeybee Treasure, The Comfortable Life, Bearded Picker. Sherry. Sherry. King Rat. Ruthie D. Cool Things. Silver Hair Stacker. Mr. Sadie. Jennifer. Sharon Towels. KMB Golf. Is that a new one?
That's a new one.
Good to have you. Blackberry Thistle Tea. And Queen City Picker. And Rich Richter. I think that's a new one. I don't remember seeing that name before. And Larry Lafferty, Craig Murray,
Yeah, I know.
Juanita M, Alabama Pickers.
What?
Juanita M, I already said your name. It's good to have you all.
Yeah, thanks.
Good to have everybody on the panel too.
Thanks for showing up. We appreciate you. You guys are what makes the show.
What's a wow on eBay? What is that, Craig? Anybody for a wow on eBay?
I don't know what that is.
It says anyone up for a WOW on eBay. I don't know what the hell he's talking about. No problem, Juanita. It's good to have you here. Yeah, I don't know what that is. Oh, just wow when you see it, not an acronym. I see. Sure, share it if you want. And also, I was thinking about the challenge thing, and I should try for 100 because Brandon's helping me. So that
Yeah.
makes it fair.
You want to be full time?
Yeah, you can do that'll help a lot.
Yeah. And I could do it.
Yeah.
You know, if
Between
I just got to work really hard.
Yep.
I couldn't believe that I'm at 508 because not too long ago I was at like 570 or something. And I guess I just haven't been keeping up. And stuff is sold, so
Yeah.
I'm just like, where'd all my listings go? But yeah,
Yep.
I gotta get on it and get some more stuff put up.
Yeah, I've got what did I say? 941 listings.
Oh, you've been killing it lately.
It's a lot of listings.
Heck yeah.
Might have to go to the anchor store soon.
Oh no.
It takes a while to get. I mean, it all depends on how often you're redoing your listings and everything. But
7 days.
every 7 days, then yeah, you're approaching that number. So I would probably go for 10-day listings.
Yeah.
Because if you do 10-day listings,
I have a few. I probably have about 100 to 150 of the good till cancel. And then I know that I have a few of those that are 30 days also.
yeah, anything 30 are good to cancel. I would switch over to 10-day. And then as your 7 days end, I would switch them over to 10 days.
Yeah.
And if you do that, then you need about 1,400 active listings in your store a month to go to the anchor store.
Yeah.
So once
didn't Dusty change his from 7 day to
not quite, he's just
10?
under 1,200, so it saves it right now. Having the premium, he saves about $60 a month, but he's not that far away from being the anchor. So maybe in a couple of weeks he'll be up to the anchor store.
Yeah.
That's good. I mean,
So,
kind of.
Yeah, it's a scary
it's a big jump.
it's a scary move. Because there's a big difference between, $50 a month to 300.
But if you
That's
can
it.
run your numbers and see exactly how much you're spending, I spend an extra $50 a month right now in listing fees. So, right now I'm spending, it's 64 for this. I don't even know I have to look at it and see, but to go to that anchor store is a big bite.
Yeah. You'd really have to be showing the numbers, making the money to do that.
Mm-hmm. Is that a better deal to do it that way than to do maybe a medium store and a small store?
It's better to have probably 2 medium stores. But if you're doing a relisting type situation where you're relisting every 10 days, which means you're turning your store over 3 times a month, basically. So if you have 700 items in your store and you sell 100 items a week, let's say, so that's a total of 800 items every week that or every 10 days you're relisting.
Mm-hmm.
Actually, a little bit more than that, but so that's going to kick you up right into that 3,200 to 3,500 listings range. Well, with the premium store, you only get 1,000. So now you're paying for 2,500 listings at 10 cents a piece. It's $250.
Yeah.
So if you get to the 1,500 range and you're turning them over, every
Excuse me.
3 times a month, that's 4,500 listings, and you're probably selling 200 items a week. So now you're at 5,100 listings, and again, you still got 1,000 free. Now you're paying for 4,000 listings. That's $400 in extra fees at 10 cents a fee. So now you're paying $460 for the anchor store, which gives you 10,000 listings, is only costing you $350, right? I think it's like $350.
Yeah.
So now you're saving money at that point. So yeah, there's a certain factor when it makes more sense to have that anchor store. Now you could do it with 2 premiums for a little while, but again, it's not that big of a difference because it's your extra listing fees is what's adding up.
Oh.
Yeah, I'm actually running out of. I think I have 100 of my buy it now listings. So I'm going to be going through that with, in no time.
Well, like I said, once you get around 1,200 to 1,400 listings, that's when it makes more sense to do it then.
Yeah.
But like I said, what you need to get out of the 7-day and go to the 10-day, because that's going to give you a little bit of extra room there.
Yeah.
If you do that, you'll save some money. You won't run out quite as fast either. Because every 7 days means you're relisting 4 times a month. So if you have 700 items 4 times a month, that's 2,800 items plus your sold. Say you sold 100 items a week. That's 3,200 items. You're paying $220 in extra fees.
Right.
It's still cheaper to have an anchor store, but you're getting close. You're only about $75 away from having an anchor store at that point.
Yeah.
So you kind of have to do the math, use the eBay calculator. It'll tell you exactly where you're at. But
Yeah.
so if you do 30-day or good to cancel, you could list 1,000 items and not worry about it. But your stuff gets stale and doesn't get seen as the best using that method.
That's what I've considered, just putting everything at 30 days and,
You can do that, but you're not going to have the sales either.
Right.
I used to do everything good till canceled, and when I switched it over to 10-day listings, I almost double my sales really within a couple of months.
Right.
So you gotta have to. You want to sell the stuff fast, or you want to not pay some extra fees?
Yeah. 6 of one, half a dozen of the other.
I'd rather sell the stuff fast because if I sell 3 or 4 things, it covers my extra fees. And if I doubled the price of double the output of my store, I mean, I think it's just a better method. Give Dusty your mouth back.
Yeah, and what you were seeing with the 30-day listing.
Can't hardly hear you.
Mute yourself, Jim. You're there. You go.
What you were seeing with the 30-day listings was what we've suspected all along, that listings become stale in that weird period in between where they're not newly listed or they're not going on. And that's why I've always said, yeah, I pay more in fees, but it does better for me to do 7 or 10-day listings because it keeps it fresh. It's working for me. I know there's going to be people that would disagree and, oh, you should do 30 days and things get re-indexed or whatever. I've tried it with 30 days and your listings become stale. And it doesn't, I don't know. I don't have periods where I sit around and go, nothing's selling. What am I going to do? So something I'm doing is right.
Yep.
And you saw your sales. You saw your tank when you went to 30 days.
Oh yeah, I mean we ran it and tested it and tried to figure out if there was a big difference, and it was. And then I started doing it, and my sales just shot through the roof. I was doing $1,200, $1,500 a month. Now I do over $3,000 a month. And I said, I don't even have 500 items in my store.
But do I pay more in listing fees? Yeah. And I was listening to y'all talk while I was driving, but and if I do go to the Anchor store, yeah, is it going to cost me more? Absolutely. To $350 a month. But at the end of the day, that's a tax write-off, and I could use the write-off now.
Yeah, and like I said, once you get to like 1,400 or 1,500 items in your store, you're actually saving money at that point. You're just going to top out at 350. You could actually end up with, just every 10 days, you could have 2,500 to 3,000 items in your store, and you'd only be paying $350. Whereas the other way, you would end up paying $800 or $900.
Right.
And there's other benefits. I mean, if you're going to go to Anchor Store, Dusty, what you got to do is wait till March 30th and switch over that way, so you get the credit for the $75 credit on April 1st.
Let's see what it's. Well, I'd still get it anyhow, though.
Now,
if I did it now, I'd still get it.
Yeah, if you did it now, but
that's a little disappointment, though. I will say that they don't give like $100, $150 worth of stuff.
I thought they were going to increase that when they did the update. I think they increased the amount that the Anchor Store gets.
Yeah, they did increase that to 150.
But that's also a cost savings. If you get up to it's $100 or whatever it is.
Yeah, it's 150, I believe.
You ever heard of David Bitten, Valerie? Clothing? No. Okay.
No.
Looks like a pretty... That's weird. That's a different style, that's for sure. It's a denim shirt, and it has buffalo, because it says buffalo on the tag, and then it says David Bitten, and then it has buffalo embroidered into the shirt. It says buffalo, and it's a Western shirt.
Uh-huh.
And it has little anchors all over it. And it's a regular button all the way down. And then the second to last button is a snap button. And it has an anchor. Looks like an anchor inside the snap. And then it has another regular button.
That's kind of interesting.
Yeah. Let's see, it's got the embroidered
Yeah.
buffalo. But I haven't looked it up yet. I just thought it was kind of different. Excuse me.
Why did he message us?
No.
Okay.
They were asking $49.99 for a Robert Graham at the thrift store. Craig says
It's not
that's
unusual.
nuts.
Well, it's not necessarily nuts. If the shirt's one of the really nice paisley ones that'll sell for $150 or $200, then is that nuts? Then it's not a bad price.
Yeah.
Yeah, but if it's one of the Robert Graham striped shirt, no flip cuff, no paisley on it, then it's only going to be worth $30. But they don't know that. All they know is Robert Graham.
Yeah.
And the nice thing is, what you do is you go back when it's half price day and pick it up for $25 if it's a nice one. Because no one's going to pay that full price on it at a thrift store.
It does everything in here.
Yeah, but that's one. If it's one of the really valuable ones, it might be worth picking up even at that price. I mean, I don't know. I haven't seen it. So.
We'll just let it out for a couple minutes, and then I'll just settle.
Good morning, Michelle. She says, "Hi, all. Nice to wake up late on Monday morning."
Yeah, it is.
Right out back.
She wants to go eat horse shit. Do I have to help you pack, or can I just keep listening?
No, I'll pack all 50.
Okay, good. I was worried about that.
So yeah, I caught it. Look at it. Smell it.
Smell you. Hey, will you throw Martin out, please?
So I was telling Sally that I think I have about four or five more totes of clothes in my garage. So I'm moving through those pretty good.
That's good.
Yeah, because she had a lot.
I think I started out with 15.
Are those
So-
Totes. Yeah.
Are you listing everything? Or are you donating and?
I'm going through it and I'm listing the good stuff and the crappy stuff I'm not messing with.
Okay.
All that's getting donated. And I've probably got a good, I don't know, maybe 15 trash bags of donated stuff.
Yeah.
So I'm not listing trash.
Did you ever
That's
get
always
your
good.
vehicle situation straightened out?
What's that?
Did you ever find a car?
No, not yet. I don't know. I get on these little kicks, like I really need one right now, and then, like, it's not so important after a while. I think I just get frustrated, and then because I don't have that. I don't have a person that could drive me like far away.
Yeah.
Like closest I could possibly be would be maybe 40, 50 miles. I just don't have that option to travel. So I figure I'll just wait around, wait till everybody spends their tax money, and then there'll be a couple of cars out there somebody will want to get rid of, and
Not great. What you spend?
Just find yourself a nice little beater and not worry about it.
yeah, I mean that's
A tomato out there for the rabbits. He was mad, so he had to go eat that tomato. It doesn't even make sense.
that's one of the things too, is I don't want to be in a rush,
Yeah.
and then get spend a bunch of money on a piece of crap, a real piece of crap.
Yeah.
So I'll just
Well, that's what I was thinking. Maybe you could have Mike's brother go with you or something, But I know he works a lot and stuff.
yeah. Yeah, it's going to be a difficult thing just to get someone to go with me. But I'll figure it out.
Yeah. You're not listing anything today, Eric?
Yeah, I am. I'm just trying to get myself awake, and I just can't seem to do it. So I'm gonna jump off of here. I'll see you guys later.
All right. Have a good day.
Bye bye.
Bye. Holy crap, Jennifer. That's pretty good.
Oh no, we got rid of all the men.
We run them off pretty good.
Wow, you had 65 sales, Jennifer?
Wow, way to go.
That's what she just got done with her shipping.
Wow.
Yeah.
That's a
That's
good one.
awesome. No, that's what I was kind of thinking. Not that I want to be, not that I want to, you know, if I did the anchor, then I could list everything in 7 days. It would pay
Yeah.
for itself because I would be getting sales. I wouldn't have to be worried about, you know, all of my listing fees and all of that. I don't know.
Yeah. I know what you mean.
I was an anchor store for about, I think, 2 or 3 months this fall before the rates increased. They set thing where you could be an anchor store at the old rates. It was like $10 more than what the medium store was. But then when the rate increase came, we were just not quite there, so we went back down to the medium store.
Yeah.
So with the medium store, do you don't list list or relist?
If mine's a buy it now, I go on 30 days. That's me. I don't do the 7-day relist. I do if it's a buy it now, it goes up for 30 days, so I relist it after 30 days. I don't do good till canceled. But everything like this is me. I do my first time going around, I do it at a 5 or 7 day auction. I'll get stuff that will end up getting bid up. And then if it doesn't sell, like this piece of paper, if I think this piece of paper is worth $14, I'll put it at auction starting at like $13.99. If it doesn't sell, that's the least I'll take for it. So go and buy it now, that amount for a 30-day list. Now, I'm not saying I'm right or anything. That's just the way me and Jim have done it.
No, I mean, it's whatever works for you. And that's the way it is. So you don't see like on where you do a 30-day buy it now, you don't see stuff like getting stale. Like you still see it selling pretty well.
Yeah. I mean, everybody, you're going to have like what I call like inventory that maybe takes longer to sell. I mean, but I see most of my stuff. I'll usually, if it ends up in the buy it now rank, it's going to sell with it. If it doesn't sell right away, it usually sells by the time it's 70 days old or 80.
Yeah.
Somewhere. I mean, now I got a big inventory, so I'm sure there is some stuff in there where it's like, oh, I've had it listed. So I have very much stuff that's over a year old. I would say not more than 10% of my inventory. I know that. If I go to an auction, usually all the stuff from the auction's gone in that 90 days.
Mm-hmm.
And I'm like putting like slower moving stuff. This stuff that you list, it's like, well, I don't want to just throw it away. It's worth $30. I'll just put it on.
Right.
But that's me, So I don't do like the 7-day relist, But that's just me.
Well, it's good to hear what everybody does, because it just gives you different ideas. If something isn't working, then change it up, and because different things work differently for everybody. Just like, you know, Jason and his auctions, and, you know, and Dusty, you know, Dusty swears by 7-day listings, you know, usually. I know that he had started
And I know,
putting
like,
some
he
on
doesn't like
10.
auctions. Yeah, and I know he doesn't like auctions, and I'm not like saying you need to do auctions, but I get a lot of stuff that's like a one-off thing, you know, or
Yeah.
maybe, you know, and it'll end up getting
Yeah.
bid up in the auction period for me. That's me.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. I mean, it just, whatever works for you.
Yeah.
I put everything up good till canceled, only because I have such a big inventory. And if for some reason I'm not somewhere where I can list that item, or if I'm busy that day, at least it's getting relisted and still up. But normally every day I'll go through my listings, and if they're close to being done, I'll end them and sell similar so that they're not being relisted. They're getting reindexed. But yeah, my thing is the thing that drives my sales is listing. If I'm not listing, I'm not selling. Now, only because I have a big inventory is the reason why the last couple of weeks that I haven't been listing is why things are selling. Is only because I just have the numbers out there. Because I mean, if you have high numbers, obviously you're going to hit once in a while. And I honestly believe me having such big stores is why I've been selling what I have been selling. Selling as much as I normally do, absolutely not even close, because I haven't been listing. But if I'm consistently listing every day or every other day, I'm getting sales, lots of sales. But like the last couple months, I'm just not. My heart isn't in it. I'm just not doing it. Every once in a while, I go through this little dry spell where I'm just like, ugh. I think it has to do with the winter. You know, once spring gets here, things are going to be more exciting. It has also to do with my clutter of my desk, and my workspace is a mess. So part of that has to do with it, that not wanting to list. You know, so all that has just been causing me not to want to list. Luckily, I have a lot of items, so things have been selling. But again, I'm not living on what I make on eBay either. Mine's a second income, you know, so I have a little freedom as far as that goes too.
Right.
Even on my bigger store, I really haven't been selling much, and those are my better items, you know, more expensive items. But I haven't been doing the listings on either one, you know.
Yeah.
So, and that's usually what drives my store is listing. I played around with 7-day listings. I played around with auctions. I've played around with good till canceled. I used to do good till canceled, and then one month I decided to end a bunch of old listings and re-index them, and I ended up selling a bunch of old inventory. So now that's why I go through every month or every day, and because I've got things ending every single day, you know, and so that's why I end things and sell similar so that they keep getting re-indexed. Some stuff doesn't. Some stuff I don't catch before it relists, depending on what I'm doing that day. So it ends up relisting, and I'll catch it next month, you know, or whatever.
Right.
But I do the good till canceled, so that stuff is still staying up there.
Yeah.
And then now, like right now, I've been trying to get rid of a bunch of crap that that either I've had on my store for over a year that isn't selling, or just stuff that I have around the house or whatever that just is just menial, just little stuff that I don't think is worth a crap. And I've been putting it up at 99-cent auctions plus shipping. I make sure, now if you're going to put anything up as 99-cent auctions, make sure your shipping is spot on, because you will get screwed otherwise.
Yeah.
Because a lot of stuff these days, unless it's something really fantastic, usually will sell for that 99 cents. So before you do that, I
Yeah.
just want to warn you to make sure your shipping is right on.
Right.
So yeah, and I've been selling a lot of stuff for 99 cents, but that's okay with me because most of the stuff that I've been listing on auctions is stuff that I got in a dollar box. I've already made my money on that stuff. This is just the last straw before I either throw it in an auction box and bring it back to the auction or throw it in the rummage sale and get 50 cents for it. I figure if I get 99 cents for it, I'm getting more than I would at a yard sale. Um, but that's okay with me because, like I said, I've already made my money on that stuff. This is all just whatever I make off it is profit. So, but I pay so little for most of my stuff that, because the stuff that I pay up for, that's the stuff that always sells and it'll sell for a good amount of money. You know what I mean? So
Yeah. And Craig says plus a feedback builder, which is true.
yep, good feedback builder. Yep. And like I said before, my little store is in bad standing right now because of when I was on vacation for a month. I ended up miscounting with my shipping, and I had a whole. I mean, I had never sold so much on eBay as I did when I was on vacation. Anyways, I ended up screwing up, and all those listings, I mean, all those sales went into. It took too long to ship them, so I got bad marks on all of them. And I mean, we're talking a lot. And so, before I realized it, I mean, it was every day. All these items were going as bad, and I didn't realize it. And so, anyways, it was my fault. So yeah, this is another way of building up my feedback, selling items quick, and working on getting that store back up to where it was.
Yeah.
As far as the standings go.
I've had stuff like that happen to me before too. I mean, it can happen to anybody really. You really have to stay on top of stuff and
yeah,
make sure that you can get it right back. Get it right back to where it was, and don't give up.
as many years as I've been doing this, I should have known better.
Yeah.
It was kind of a newbie mistake, but what can you do? All you can do is sit and try to fix it.
Yeah, there's a lot of people that are just so into giving up on their stores and, starting a new store. And I'm like, whenever I got into trouble with my account, it was like, I'm going to push through this. It's going to be one hell of a freaking ride, but, I'm going to try to get it back into good standing. And I did it. And now I'm like, got all the good stuff, whatever that gets me, top rated seller and all that, but it took a good, I would say what'd you say, Valerie? 3 to 4 months probably, if not 6.
I would say
just to get above standard.
Yeah.
And it was hard.
Well, the thing is I've got all my numbers above standard again. I have for a couple of months, but they still have me as below standard, which I don't understand, but whatever.
Well, I'd be calling them. I was on top of them. If I got something like a bad email or, something saying that I wasn't doing something right or something like that, I'd be right on top of it calling eBay and saying, hey, look, I'm doing the best I can. Can you please put the listings that I have available, can you please put those up a little bit so I can sell more stuff?
Yeah.
Anytime that I could, I would just work it, and that's what helped me, and not losing hope.
Yeah. Well, like I said, this is my second store, and which has never really been that big of a deal to me, but And yeah, I mean, I felt bad that I did that, but whatever. I'm the consequences, and
Yeah.
you know, my big
And
store is still in good standing. But yeah, I'm not gonna just say, ah, forget it. I'll just close the store. No big deal.
it's like,
No, I'm diligent enough.
it's like, they're slapping your hand and telling you, better than that. Don't do it again.
Yeah, yeah.
You know?
It'll it'll work itself out
Oh yeah.
eventually. Once I get back in the swing of things and start selling more again.
Yeah. Well, you need to get in on this challenge this week.
Yeah, I'm hoping so. Well, this spring, like I said, in the springtime, I really go gung ho. All summer long, I'm all gung ho. Fall, I'm gung ho. For all the way up till Christmas, I'm usually gung ho. Here, I'm just kind of,
Yeah.
so
I know what you mean.
plenty of money throughout the year, so that I can take these little breaks every once in a while.
Right. That's good. What you doing, Dusty?
Hey, back on the 30-day listing, I didn't mean everything. Like I probably should have explained the motorcycle manuals that are going to take the right person coming around looking on 30 days. I meant to be competitive on like what the average person is selling, clothing or shoes, or like those Nike shoes we were talking about this morning on a 30-day listing.
Right.
So you want to stay fresh, and your chances are you're wanting to sell them in a short period of time anyhow. More on that, like a Hallmark ornaments listed recently, where on a lot of them there's like 50 of them. In order to give myself a bump in best match, I would do a 7A. Now, if they haven't sold for a while, it ended up being a really long tail item, or like the kind of stuff that Tara sells, the specialized equipment or stuff like that, then yeah, moving on to a 30-day fluid valve, scrutinator valve for a model RD, John, you're the only one, then it really doesn't matter what day listing you have, because they're going to see your listing anyhow, if that makes sense. I meant to give an edge, and I probably should explain, because I was reading the comments in the side, people are, I do 30 days and it works, and but at the same time, I see people that say, it works for me. Do you know have you ever tried 7 or 10 day? I mean, you could be happy with your sales where they're at right now, but I'm always willing to try anything new because I'd like for my sales to increase.
Well, yeah, that's what we were talking about.
I'm going to try it. Craig Murray said he tried to went good to 7 or 10 day, and he saw a huge increase in sales and stuff. But it depends on your item. I mean, not everything,
Right. Yeah, I mean, I totally agree with you. If you're selling clothes, it's going to be, kind of a longer tail item. If you're selling, rather than, selling knives that are, going pretty quickly, on a regular basis and stuff, there's certain things that are going to sell faster than others just because of what they are.
Well, there's things you're going to have a ton of competition if you're listing a Ralph Lauren red shirt in a size 2XL. There's probably a gazillion of them on there. And if you do a 30-day listing, here's my theory behind it. If you do a 30-day listing, it's going to show up really good in search for the first couple of days, and then you're going to get buried with the other 5,000 red Ralph Lauren 2XL shirts.
Right.
Unless you just get really lucky and somebody searches with white buttons, you happen to have buttons in your title. So it's about what can I do to make, if it's a pretty common item, what can you do to get the edge to make your listing stand out?
Yeah.
Sell instead of one of the other 5,000 selling.
Yeah.
information
Well,
on, this
you know,
absolutely. 'Cause
yeah, and
it's not gonna make
basically,
any difference,
yeah, basically, that's going to make the difference. And, really, I really don't think there is a standard search thing for, people that sell Ralph Lauren shirts. I don't think they're put all at the same standard. You know what I mean?
What do you mean?
Because, well, for one thing, when you have Anchor Store, you're supposed to get be
Visibility.
seen more often, right? Yeah.
Top rated seller, free shipping bumps up your visibility.
Mm-hmm.
There's many different things that bump your visibility.
But
And
if you can here's my thing, if you can have all of those things going on, then you maximize your potential to get to the top in that. See what I'm saying?
Yeah. That's true.
I have to go into Walmart, but it's a neighborhood market.
Ew. That's why people come to my store, so they don't have to go to Walmart.
It's a neighborhood market one, so it's not bad.
Oh. So it's not like a superstore?
Just not.
I guess not.
I have to go spend $8,000 today.
Oh no.
Taxes?
My mother-in-law's funeral. I've been paying it off, but I just decided that I'm just gonna pay it all off at once to get rid of it.
Yeah.
It's a big check I don't want to write.
Yeah.
But
Well, if you decide to not pay it off, you can always send it to my house. I'll take it gladly.
yeah. I just figure, for the last year I've been paying it off. It was a $12,000 funeral. And then I thought, I'm going to be paying this forever, and I just want to get rid of one payment. So I figure, well, I'll go pay it off. I've always, a lot of people always say, why spend your own money when you can spend somebody else's, like paying it off and whatever, get credit and pay it off. But I'm not that way. I'm in debt for my house, and that's it. That's all I want to be in debt for.
Yeah.
I'm not a big credit card person. I don't have car payments, So I might as well go get rid of this too.
Yeah.
Yeah, that might be something for me to look into.
What's that, Valerie?
The Anchor Store.
Yeah.
Yeah.
The Anchor Store, that's the big one, right?
Yeah.
Yeah. I don't know them by the name. Basic, and that's the only one I know. The middle one, the premium, that's the one I have.
Yeah, that's the middle one.
Yeah, that's the one I'm on too.
Yeah, I have that on both of my stores. And I just don't feel my listings are where they need to be an Anchor Store. Yeah.
Right.
Me neither.
And I think because I'm increasing my listings, I'm not saying that I have done the 33 every day, but 33 items, that's a lot of items that are being listed and then getting relisted every 7 days.
Mm-hmm.
And if I had it on Anchor Store, then that actually might, I wouldn't have to worry about listing fees and all that. I could, list like I wanted to.
Yeah.
And not have to worry about the fees for that.
And you're And you're selling enough every month to.
No, but I think if I was able, like I said, I'm almost out of my premium, my 1,000 listing. I think I have 100 left for the month, and it's already, it's barely the 13th. So I've got a good what, 3 weeks to go. And I say if I'm listing an average of 20 a day, that's a lot.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
And you're going to keep listing at this speed?
Yeah.
But you said your sales have gone up though, huh?
Oh yeah.
From all this listing you've been doing, that's good.
They've increased.
Good.
I mean, I'm not getting. That's probably my only drawback is I'm not getting, 10 a day. I'm getting more like, 4 to 6 a day.
But you just started, so
Right.
actually the momentum will catch up, and yeah, you're gonna see up.
Yeah.
But that's more than you were selling before, so that's good. I mean, that means you're doing something. Your momentum's building.
Right.
There's a calculator for that too. It'll tell you what score you should have. I don't know where it is. Jim's not in here, but I do know there's like a calculator.
I think I found it and I saved it. I didn't go into it and look, but I was actually going to call eBay and talk to them and see what they thought about me doing all that.
No.
I bought a new pair of scissors.
Oh wow. Fancy.
Yeah, Fiskars. They're $20.
Wow.
Wow.
I never thought I'd spend $20 on a pair of scissors before, but they're like these where you can just grab them like that. They're not.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
Like the ergonomic.
Yeah. So I think because my hands get cramped up when I'm like cutting cardboard and stuff. So
Yeah.
I think these will help.
The Comfortable Life says he has a question. I was told you have to have a different ISP number and a different PayPal under a different account number and name because suspension would affect the other accounts.
I don't know. I've never been suspended.
I don't know how that works either.
Suspension will affect the other account. Yeah, I've never been suspended myself, but yeah, it will. If you have your two accounts under one name and under one PayPal account, yeah, if you're suspended on one account, yes, it'll affect your other account.
Yeah.
They say that you have to keep both your stores at good standing in order to, otherwise you can't start another store to get rid of bad mojo on the other.
Right.
Mm-hmm.
Right.
Yeah.
Exactly right.
Now, see, both my accounts, neither one of them, they're not connected in any way, shape, or form. So, but I've never been suspended, so I don't have to worry about that. But
yeah.
We started a second account, and that one's in my name. And then the main account was my husband's name because it was his account before we got married. But I don't know if they're connected or not.
Well, I did that for a reason because of YouTube, but now my husband wants to start selling on eBay certain things and his kind of thing, and so he's probably going to take over my main account, and then I'm just going to keep my little store and build that. So. I'll just be monitoring him on that big store because I don't want that big store screwed up.
Yeah.
Which we're both going to be working together. I mean, it's not like he's going to be doing one store and I'm going to be doing the other, that we're not going to be connected at all, but, you know, helping each other out or whatever. But, yeah.
Right.
And chances are I'll probably be doing listings on both stores for him and me because he's not too swell at this listing. I think all he wants to do is do the buying and the shipping. I'll do the hard part. But the stuff he's going to sell, I'd rather him do the shipping anyways.
Silverhair Stacker said he ran out of listings on the 8th in the basic store. So I guess he has to jump it to the medium. Yeah, I mean, it just depends on if you want to, you know, you have to weigh the cost of the store to, you know, with it going out with you running out on the 8th. I mean, you got, you know, pretty much the rest of the month. So.
Yeah. You also have to weigh it, not that you're running a listing, but are you making enough money to cover that too?
Right. Right.
You know, if you're, but I mean, it's only what, 70, if you pay per month, it's only what, $75 for the middle store or something like that.
Yeah.
So, you know, I mean, it's pretty easy to make up that $75 to pay for that store.
Right.
And that's like my storage shed, you know, everybody's like, oh, why do you pay for a storage shed? I make that up in my sales.
Right.
Not this month, but no.
Right.
No, I'm still up on my sales, but yeah, I make sure that cost is paid for by eBay because that's what I use it for, is my eBay stuff, you know, and it's a write-off, you know, because it's a business expense, so why not, you know?
Yeah.
And like the $65 a month I pay for storage shed is worth me to spend for peace of mind that I don't have all that crap in my house causing anxiety in my life and anxiety between me and my husband, you know. I figure $65 a month is pretty cheap to save fights. Oh, I'm tired this morning.
Yeah, I think we're going to go ahead and wrap up the show for the day.
Okay.
So everybody have a great day, and we will talk to you later. We'll see you tomorrow. Bye. Thanks everyone for coming. Don't forget to push the like button and the thumbs up and all that.
Yep.
We'll see you tomorrow.
Bye.
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 Oh, no.